teams paved the way for that Harlem Bulldog rushing attack that won the region title. That does it for morning sports.
Well, you're looking at the Portland Trailblazers courtside reporter Brooke Olsendown as she has a bit of a surprise encounter with Oklahoma City's mascot, Rumble. This isn't the first time she's been spooked by a mascot. Back in 2017, Pierre, the New Orleans Pelican, pulled the same prank on her. Well, that's just not nice.
I know. I feel bad for her. Nothing worse than being scared like that, but especially on camera in front of everyone.
She handled it pretty well, though.
Yeah, she handled it well. Well, this morning...
Book direct flights to Washington, D.C. at flyags.com. Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys.
Good morning. We have Wjbf 6 alert days in effect Friday through Christmas morning due to a very dangerous wind chill dropping from 5 degrees to -5 degrees. I'll have more details on your forecast straight ahead.
Right now on Good Morning Augusta, gearing up for the brunt of winter. Everything you need to know about the preparations in place and the steps you can take to stay warm. Plus, recycling in the Garden City, Wjbf.com. And don't forget about danger to your pipes. They certainly are at risk when temperatures plummet. Some steps you can take to prevent those pipes from freezing include closing your garage to protect water lines and open your interior doors so warm air can circulate. Of course, keep a trickle of cold water running from your faucets and keep your thermostat set to the same temperature 24/7. Plus, if you are leaving town for the holidays, be sure to set the heat no lower than 55 degrees. And as you do hit the roads over the next few days, you'll need to make sure that your car is in tip-top shape. AAA expects more than 100 million Americans to be traveling this season. That volume, coupled with the wintry blast that we're expecting, could lead to some trouble. Now, experts say check your tires, your windshield wipers, and your defrosters right now. It's a good way to ensure that your vehicle is ready for your trip. They also recommend that you keep an emergency kit, warm weather gear like gloves and a blanket, as well as a charger and snacks on hand, just in case you find yourself stranded on the side of the roadway. Speaking of that holiday travel, city officials have closed Olive Road in Augusta. This move comes after a truck ran into a bridge in the area on Tuesday and damaged it. Cleanup should take place after the holidays, so plan a detour over the next few days. The incident is certainly not the first. Many people have hit the bridge in the past, even though there are traffic and warning signs surrounding that area. 6:06, time for your weather on the 6s. Let's go back over to meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna, looks like there's a little rain on your radar this morning.
Yeah, still seeing these light rain showers. Luckily, we aren't worrying about any heavy downpours today or thunderstorms, but another soggy and chilly start to this morning. You're taking a live look at live Wjbf 6. We're seeing that rain anywhere from the Augusta Metro into the Midlands. Aiken County dealing with a lot of that light shower activity, especially right along downtown. To the south of Aiken, over in Screven County, just outside of Sylvania, seeing that light rain as well. Over in Waynesboro, very wet roadways this morning on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. You can see it is actively raining. We do have those raindrops on our camera lens as well, with temperatures waking up in those low 40s, even 39 degrees in Aiken. When you factor in the north wind of 13 miles per hour, it is feeling like it's below freezing at only 31 degrees. Also feeling like those low 30s in Augusta, with temperatures sitting at 40 degrees with very overcast skies this morning. The clouds will persist throughout the entire day, but that rain should be ending within the next hour or so. So dry throughout the day, but more rain to come later on tonight due to this cold front. Behind that front comes some snow over in the plains and Midwest, along with some very freezing temperatures. Wind chill values dropping into the -40s and 50s in that part of the country. And here in town, we will see some negative values as well over the next couple of days. But overall today, staying in those mid to upper 40s. Enjoy this while it lasts, because this will be the last time we're in the 40s for the next couple of days. It'll be much colder than that. Starting out tonight, we do have a wind chill advisory going in effect for Wilkes County down to Emmanuel starting at midnight. The rest of the CSRA will be included in this advisory starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So coming up, I'll have a look at exactly how cold we'll get, but back to you, Mary.
All right, at least we have a day to prepare. Thank you so much, Jenna. Hauler, service and not have it provided by the city.
Once again, we are tracking some very cold temperatures headed our way. Viper 6 alert day goes in effect tonight through Sunday morning due to the harsh wind chill. We'll see values from around 5 degrees to negative 5 degrees. Stay with us for more details on your forecast.
Time now 6:12. You know, holiday dinners are traditionally very large and can easily get away from you while you prepare it. WJBF News Channel 6's Kim Vickers is live in Television Park this morning. Kim, you have some ways to make sure that the holiday meal goes off without a hitch.
Well, Mary, I certainly do. So how do you fix a dry turkey? And what can you do to keep those completed side dishes warm while others are still cooking? These are just some of the issues that people run into when they're cooking a large holiday meal. Well, if you overcook your turkey and it's a little bit dry, you can just pour some warm chicken stock over it to revive it. And to keep those side dishes warm, you can use a crock pot or even a cooler. To save some time, experts suggest that you make your desserts and chop your vegetables the day before. And Chef Brandon Johnson, owner of Plated with Love Catering, has a tip for what to do if you're dealing with a still frozen turkey or ham.
Cold water is the best way to thaw out anything. That cold water will thaw it out just in time. A lot of people like to throw that hot water on, but again, you want to leave that temperature change zone alone. So when you're cooking from frozen, you want to go ahead and remember that time is not as important as temperature. Temperature is the most important thing.
Now, Johnson cautions cooks to make sure that your turkey is not under or much over 165 degrees. If it's over, it could be dry, and if it's under, you just don't want that. You don't want a raw turkey. So stay tuned. We'll have some more hacks on how to have your holiday meal go off without a hitch in the next half hour. Live at Television Park, Kim Vickers, WJBF, News Channel 6.
All right, good to know. Thank you, Kim. Let's head back over to meteorologist Jenna Petranci. Jenna, what's all that blue on the map?
Well, we definitely have some cold air headed our way, already impacting much of the country now with very dangerous wind chills. Now, here in the CSRA, we could drop below freezing over the next couple of days leading up to Christmas as well. So stay with us for all those details. Let's look at the temperatures coming up in your full forecast.
The Lord Court. Take the shot. It's not too late to jumpstart your future.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Thursday morning. Time now is 6:17. Another soggy start to the day. We're seeing mostly light rain showers anywhere from up in McCormick County down to Allendale and Screven County. This is now pushing off towards the northeast, so the rest of the CSRA is starting to dry out. But there's a closer look at outside of downtown Edgefield, right along Antioch and over into Trenton. That's where we're seeing those light rain showers. But a much different story down in Allendale County. This is along Highway 601 to the north of Hughes. One pocket of very heavy rain, possibly even some small hail in there. So heads up if you're in downtown Bamberg. This is tracking towards the northeast, headed in your direction. But other than that, not a lot of heavy rain to worry about. Just some very damp roadways this morning. You're taking a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in downtown Swainsboro. Temperatures are not too chilly this morning, only sitting at 40 degrees. But when you factor in that northwest wind of 11 miles per hour, it is feeling like the low 30s. Visibility is also down to only 5 miles due to the cloudy skies and the rain. Upper 30s in many of our northern counties from Gibson up into Lincolnton, sitting at 39, 37 in Edgefield and Saluda, low 40s from Barnwell over into Wrightsville. So pretty consistent temperatures throughout the day. Will only make it into those upper 40s. We have much colder air headed our way though behind this cold front. You can see this very sharp gradient here. Behind the front, we have negative values. As cold as negative 18 degrees in Bismarck, negative 21 in Billings, and that doesn't even include the wind chill. So winds are gusting up to around 40 miles per hour behind that front, and that's making it feel like the negative 20s all the way down to negative 50s in that part of the country. So a major Arctic blast headed our way for Christmas weekend. In the meantime, we just have low pressure over the area generating those few light showers. But as we go into tonight, we will have a wind chill advisory in effect. And this goes all the way out into parts of New Mexico. Much of the country under winter storm warnings, wind chill warnings as well. So it's going to be a cold Christmas weekend, not just for the South, but really no matter where you go throughout the weekend. Our wind chill advisory goes in effect at midnight for Wilkes County down to Emmanuel, lasting through noon on Saturday. For Warren County and a.m. on Saturday. So a little bit of different timing here, but regardless of where you are, it will start to feel cold as early as midnight tonight. We'll also have some isolated rain showers. Keyword there is rain. We aren't expecting any winter precipitation here in the CSRA, but it definitely will be feeling very cold. We'll have wind chills down to -5 degrees over the next couple of days, and that's due to those wind gusts of 35 to 45 miles per hour. Today at 8 a.m., all that rain should be wrapping up, moving off towards the northeast. Cloudy skies sticking around throughout the entire afternoon and evening, with some more light rain showers headed our way around 10 o'clock ahead of that cold front. Then that front will come through early this morning. By 6 a.m., we'll start to see some clearing, and at least it will be a nice sunny weekend, but definitely gusty throughout the entire day on Friday. Those winds will be the strongest overnight tonight into early Friday morning, reaching up to 40-45 miles per hour. Those will be coming in from the northwest. Then by Friday afternoon, it will continue to see those wind gusts up to around 30, keeping it feeling very cold throughout the entire day. On to our wind chill tonight at midnight, still feeling like the low 40s, but that changes quickly as we go into the overnight hours. By 6 a.m., we could see values down into the -1 degree range around Washington, Crawfordville, the rest of the CSRA in the single digits. Then Friday, we'll continue to see values down to the single digits throughout the entire day, and then into Saturday morning, that's when even colder air moves in, with the entire CSRA seeing those negative values. Now, we do still have a dry conditions on our drought monitor. 40% chance of rain only for this morning and the evening. Other than that, not a lot of rain in our forecast, which is great news, at least for Christmas weekend. We'll have lots of sunshine, so at least we only have to put up with the cold temperatures, but no winter precipitation here in town. Now, highs today will only be in the mid to upper 40s, some spots in the low 50s. Tonight, we'll see a variety of temperatures, anywhere from those low 20s in our western counties behind that cold front, and that front will be situated around the Augusta area as we reach around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, with temperatures a little bit warmer ahead of that front in those upper 30s and low 40s. Over the next several days, we're seeing cold weather all the way through Christmas Day. Low temperatures will be in the teens, highs only topping off in the 30s. That Viper 6 alert day goes from Friday through Sunday morning. Then into next week, we'll have a lot of sunshine, along with temperatures slowly but surely warming back up.
Sun'll be nice, but better bundle up this weekend.
Yes, definitely bring those winter jackets no matter where you're traveling to.
Well, coming up next, your morning sports, we take a look at the region for the first day of the early signing period of National Signing Day. Don't miss it.
Weather headlines on Wjbf.com. And Georgia Southern adding another local in 6'5", 300-pound offensive lineman Matthew Mateo Williams paved the way for that Harlem Bulldog rushing attack that won the region title. That does it for morning sports.
Well, congratulations to all those fine players. Look forward to seeing what they do with their college careers.
Yeah, definitely going to be impressive, I'm sure. Now, for our forecast this morning, we have wet roadways. Temperatures are starting out in those low 40s. It's cloudy right now with the rain, but by this evening, we won't have any more rain, but it will stay cloudy. Temperatures will only rise into those upper 40s. Stay with us for more news and weather.
Kim, thanks. My mom was a great pie maker. Sadly, I did not inherit the talent, but maybe, who knows, one of these days.
Well, I've never tried, so I'll definitely follow some of those tips whenever I try in the future. But for our forecast this morning, we do have some light showers, and Freddie's here with a look at that. By around 8 o'clock this morning, that rain will wrap up and we'll be left with just cloudy skies throughout the day. And congratulations to today's winner. That's Rhonda Miller from Augusta, Georgia. Rhonda has won a Freddie bobblehead and a free breakfast combo from Wendy's. She can claim her prize here at the studio, and you can sign up to win at home on Wjbf.com.
It's 6:36, time for a look ahead to Good Morning America. All right, it's time for the weather question of the day, and it's Ian. All right, it's time for the weather question of the day, and it's interesting.
Yeah, crazy temperature, Mary. A wind chill of -70 degrees Fahrenheit can cause frostbite in only how many minutes? Is it A, 2 minutes, B, 4 minutes, C, 8, or D, 10? Comment what you think the correct answer is on our Facebook page, and I'll have that correct answer along with your full forecast after this break.
South Carolina, buy tickets now at WJBF.com/border poll tickets. The weather question of the day is brought to you by Augusta Regional Airport, now offering direct flights to Washington, D.C. and Dallas-Fort Worth. Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5 for 6.
Good Thursday morning, coming up on 6:45, and we're still dealing with these scattered light rain showers, mostly now in the Midlands and the Low Country, exiting Richmond and Burke County. This will be wrapping up shortly as these showers continue to move off towards the northeast. Right now in Edgefield, dealing with that light rain just to the north of downtown Edgefield, and to the south of that over in Bamberg County. That's our one area of some heavier downpours. This is exiting Bamberg now, though, right along Highway 78 over Midway, moving outside of our area. But very wet roadways this morning nonetheless. You're taking a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at Washington Road. Leave with plenty of time for your morning commute since it is very soggy outside and visibility is pretty poor, sitting at only 2 miles. It's 40 degrees, but when you factor in that strong wind coming in from the north at 14 miles per hour, that's making it feel like freezing right now. So definitely bundle up when headed out the door, especially if you're in some of our northern counties where the actual temperature is in the upper 30s. 39 in Sparta, 38 in Edgefield, Aiken waking up to 39 as well. 43 in Allendale, 41 down in Millen, 40 degrees in Waynesboro. Check out these cold temperatures though behind the cold front, and you can see exactly where that front is on our temperature map. Look at that strong gradient with negative 10 degrees in Nebraska, negative 21 up in Montana. Those cold temperatures are headed our way, though we won't be quite that cold, but the Arctic blast is really impacting the plains right now. The cold front is situated across Oklahoma and will be continuing to push towards the south later on today. Right now, we do just have low pressure over our area generating that light rainfall, but it will be dry later on this afternoon. A series of winter weather alerts in place across the country, so no matter where you're traveling to for the holidays, you'll need to bundle up and definitely keep an eye on the forecast. Several parts of the country are dealing with snow where they're under a winter storm warning. There's also wind chill warnings, and for our neck of the woods down here in the south, wind chill advisories that start to go in effect at midnight for Wilkes County down to Emmanuel. For the rest of the CSRA, this will start at 7 p.m. on Friday, continuing until 9 a.m. on Saturday. For these western counties, though, this lasts until noon on Saturday. But no matter where you are, know that it's going to start to get very cold starting at midnight tonight. We'll also have some isolated rain showers, but the key word there is rain. We're not expecting any winter precipitation, so at least you don't have to worry about that. It will be very wet, very windy, though, with wind gusts between 35 to 45 miles per hour, low temperatures in the teens, and because of both of those, that'll make the wind chill feel like 5 to negative 5 degrees across our area. Starting today at 8 a.m., most of that rain will be off towards our northeast. Cloudy skies persisting throughout the entire afternoon and evening. Then as we go in around 10 o'clock tonight, that's when we'll start to see some light showers continue as we have that cold front pushing through. Clearing skies behind it. All of Friday looks sunny, but very, very windy. Winds will be coming in from the west, starting to blow up to 25 miles per hour by midnight, increasing to 40 to 45 miles per hour overnight tonight as that cold front pushes in. Then by 7 o'clock Friday morning, still seeing those gusty winds, and that will persist throughout the day on Friday, keeping the wind chill value very chilly as well. So starting at midnight tonight, still feeling like those low 40s. That changes quickly, though, once that front comes in. Certain parts of the area will be dropping well below 0 degrees, and then as we go into Friday throughout the daytime, single digits as that feels like temperature going all the way back down into the negatives by Saturday morning. So definitely a very cold Christmas weekend. We're still dealing with dry conditions on our farmers forecast drought monitor, but 40% chance of rain today. The rest of the weekend, we don't have to worry about any of that rain, at least nice sunny skies for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Low temperatures will be in the teens, though, only topping off in the 30s as highs. And for today, we'll see those upper 40s for the most part. A big variety in temperatures tonight, depending on where you are. Compared to that cold front, we'll see some spots in those low 20s, others in the upper 30s. Over the next 10 days, Viper 6 alert days go in effect Friday through Sunday morning, which includes all of Christmas weekend. It will stay cold all the way through Monday as well, but we will be warming up a little bit. And as we go into next week, there will be plenty of sunshine. But now as we look at our weather question of the day, once again, that's a wind chill of negative 70 degrees can cause frostbite in only how many minutes, Mary? What are you thinking here?
You know, I think it's very fast, but I don't know if it's A or B. I'm just going to jump in and say B, 4 minutes.
You got it right today.
All
Yes.
right.
I had a feeling you wouldn't know that one off the top of your head. That's a tricky one.
Yes, it is.
Well, luckily we don't have to worry about that down here. It won't be quite down to negative 70 degrees, but nonetheless still very cold. And congratulations and good morning to today's Coffee Club winner. That's Orrin Thompson from Evans, Georgia. Welcome to the club.
And you can be a winner just like Orrin. Go to wjbf.com/coffee club or send us a postcard to the address on your screen. Coming up next, the 6 things you need to know before you go.
The 10-day forecast.
An infographic that explains interventions and approaches to combining HIV and AIDS education with mental health services. You can access the application and full details on wjbf.com. There's a total of $600 in prizing. Deadline is Friday, December 30th.
And throughout the day, we will have cloudy skies. Rain will end around 7 a.m. Temperatures only climbing to those upper 40s today with more cold temperatures on the way this weekend.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network.
Down have a pair of wings similar to a commercial airplane and an engine with an equivalent thrust to that produced by NASA's Saturn V rocket. But Jenna, I feel like Santa can handle it. I'm
I
just
think
saying.
Santa can handle anything. I mean, he'll get through all this winter weather across the country today, no problem.
Guess what? Christmas is a time about giving. And yesterday, our Caring for Carolina partners and I got to congratulate our Merriest Christmas Ever winner. Her name is Christy, and coming up in the day ahead, you're going to find out how Christy beat out 350 other contestants. Her story is so heartfelt. We're going to have that for you coming up later today.
Wow, looking forward to hearing about that. Well, with our forecast over the next several days, we are tracking some very cold air. Today won't be too cold, but we do have some morning showers. Viper 6 alert days from Friday through Sunday due to the harsh wind chill.
Thanks for watching. Good Morning America is up next.